Hello everyone, it is match day in the Europa League. It is Rangers versus Braga. We are at Ibrox Stadium. It is a lovely tanned Davie Herd just back from his holidays in Tenerife. Mate, how are you?
I'm freezing. Yeah, it's great to be back home. It's great to have a holiday, but it's great to be back at Ibrox. European night and a night we have to win. Anything else, and I think the campaign's over.
Well, if it's not already, it certainly will be with a defeat tonight. But Rangers have gone with a team selection of Jack Butland in the goals, James Tavernier captains the side as normal. It is Giga and Fernandes at centre back, with Max Aarons coming in at left back. Mohamed Diamande, Nico Raskin and Connor Barron make up a midfield three. I'd suggest Barron will probably sit in. And then we've got Danilo, Gassama and Chermiti. I expect Danny will be on the right hand side, Gassama on the left, with Chermiti leading the line. On the subs bench for Rangers, it's goalkeepers Liam Kelly and Kieran Wright. And then there's Mighoma Adamson, another youngster, Cameron, Curtis, Antman, Asgard and Miowski. Davey, your thoughts?
My thoughts are I'm not 100% sure it is a back four. If I'm honest, when I look at it, it probably is. But
do you think Diamande at left?
I'm thinking Diamande's played there. He moved him there the other day, and I'm just wondering if he's going to try it again. Tavernier moving in and Aaron's playing in the right, going back to his back three again. But he's three at the back formation, three up front. I'm not sure. But just when he put him there on Saturday, I was wondering if he had something in mind, and maybe it's tonight. It's a complete guess. It's a complete guess. But regardless of that, the centre of defence worries me whether there's two or three in it. To be quite honest with you, I think that the injuries we've had recently to who we are probably our better centre halves, and that's not saying much. Yeah. Has left us really stretched at the back. Certainly, if I was Braga, I would be concentrating and trying to get the ball through the middle.
It's the ease of the long ball that worries me, Davey. And we saw it on Saturday against Livy. That ball over the top, it's so easy to do, and I'm worried about that.
You, me both. I think that, although I didn't watch it from the press box like you did in the weekend, I watched it from the Ibrox bar Tenerife, which was much more salubrious and comfortable. But yeah, and the other thing is there's two centre forwards in the team, although Danilo's not going to be playing at centre forward, but we're not getting enough goals out of any of the three that do play through the middle.
Or even enough chances.
So it's like saying we're suspect to the back and we're suspect through the middle up front. And when you have a team like that, you've got to make it solid, you've got to make it to try and dominate the ball in the middle of the park, to try and prevent your team losing chances. And I'm not particularly confident tonight, if I'm honest, but Rangers have surprised me in Europe before, and as you mentioned earlier on, Braga are a team that we have owned in the past, so you never know, maybe it's an omen for tonight.
Well, I am positive, and maybe that's wildly misplaced, but we're about to find out. We're away up to the Gantry. Good luck to Rangers, good luck to the team, let's hope we can do it. Still 0-0 at Ibrox after 17 minutes, but two scares for Rangers. Good save by Butland, low down then he's quick off his line. Defensively, Davey, it's ragged.
Yeah, they've made two great chances, but in fact, we've gave them. The first one was a terrible clearance for Butland, who then saved the day once the shot came in. I think there was a player in an offside position right in front of him, right off, so it might not have counted. The second one, our defensive line's been all over the place the last little while. They beat what Kironglu says a pretty poor offside trap, and Butland came off his line quite quickly, managed to get out to save it, but a couple of little scares. There's not much in atmosphere, there's not much a tempo about the game. You'd like to think maybe a couple of contentious decisions, maybe it'll get the crowd going a little bit, maybe it'll get the players going a little bit, but we've really not created much yet. As I say, Braga have had a couple of chances, but it's about a nothing game so far.
Yeah, I think a nothing game's the best way. It's almost like the atmosphere of a pre-season friendly. I think everyone's given up hope on the Thursday nights. Rangers have created very little so far, and they need to spark the fans need to spark them. It needs a little bit of from each other, but Rangers are trying, sadly short of a long ball to Chermiti, who's battling, but there's nobody near him and he can't really feed it to anyone, and Braga go again trying to get forward. But it's quite a passive game. It remains 0-0, just going 18 minutes on the clock. I'm just wondering whether or not to stay with this. No, it's clear now and Rangers have it.
nearly, but it's not come off and it remains 0-0. 35 minutes gone, Rangers should be ahead, Davie.
Yeah, Tavernier won a header out in the touchline. He got the turn ball, played a lovely pass through. With 2 against 1, Diamandi slipped in. I think he played the ball a bit short for Danilo, he had to wait for it, but he only had the keeper to beat, 15 yards, 16 yards out? And to be honest, his attempt at shot was like a pass back. There was absolutely no conviction, no power in it. Was that 34 minutes gone? That was our first attempt at goal that I can remember. And it really should have been a goal. To be honest, Braga have been the only team that's been threatening up until then. They've had a couple of half chances since the last time we've spoken. Nothing that worried me too much, but we really could have done. We went going and won in front because there's a horrible lack of creativity in this Rangers team, and we're not going to score very many, put it that way.
No, Braga are far too comfortable for me on the ball, and we're not really, our press isn't working, and we're not really, as Davie said, we're not creating. That was the first opportunity. They're working hard, but there's just nothing there. I think that's the biggest issue. They're dealing with a very limited pack, as we know, so they've done fine, but there's not much to it. That was a real opening for the first time, and we really should be taking it. Good play by Danilo and Barron, but again, like it's slow. There's not much to it. Good ball by Barron to Gassama though. What's he going to do here? What can he do? Byline cuts it back. Goalie push out. Tav. It was difficult. It was a difficult opportunity. It's high and wide by Tavernier, but that was more like it. Good by Conor Barron.
Barron done very well. It was an excellent pass out to Gassama, and he done well on the touchline to start with. Well, that's 2 chances in 2 minutes after 34 minutes of nothing. So, but that's progress, I suppose, isn't it? Yeah,
it certainly is. It remains 0-0. And by the way, the Bunnets are definitely going on the second half. Old Right Said Fred tribute here is freezing cold. 37 on the clock. 45 on the clock. Danilo just about cleared the stadium with an effort there. Apart from that, a couple of corners for Rangers. Gassama had a wee half penalty shout, which was never really checked or anything, never really happened for it. It hasn't been the best performance. There's something going on here. Is there a wee check? Because there's VAR is checking. So we had the corner. So it can all. Oh, interesting. So Rangers a potential penalty. Oh, he's gone to the monitor straight away. Oh, the excitement, Davie boy. So we don't know what's happened, but it is a VAR check. Look, lads. It is a VAR check. He's went straight to the monitor straight away. So they've told him that he can only imagine from that, Davie, it's going to be a penalty. We want him to come out and make the VAR sign here.
We have got absolutely no idea. Well, it says handball, but VR were very quick to that there, so I can only think that this is something more obvious than we've realised, and he's going to give this, I'm sure he is. Here he comes onto the pitch, and he's giving the sign, and he's pointing to the spot. Penalty to Rangers.
We were coming on to do a wee more than half-time warm-up, weren't we? So
I was getting ready for my pie, to be honest with you, but yeah, I'm delighted now.
Yeah, thoroughly did. What a team. Thoroughly deserved.
To be fair, after that first 35 minutes, we have been the team in the front foot for the last 10 minutes of the half. We've put them under a bit of pressure. We've got them starting to give the ball away. We've got the ball in the box more. Juicy with that penalty shout, with a couple of corners. Committed a chance at the back post that he had a bad first touch and lost it. We've started to get on top a little bit in the game.
Look at them being dicks when Tab's trying to take the penalty. They're all crowding round them and stuff. So, are you going to call this or am I?
I'm going to let you do it because you're better at it than me.
Aye, something like that. So the Braga are kind of round the spot. They're trying to put Tavernier off. The goalie's off his line as well. I fancy Tab to go down the middle here, Davie. That's my prediction. Because it's went on for a wee bit, I think he'll just drill this down the middle. Goalie's getting told to get back on his line. So it is James Tavernier, the skipper, with the penalty kick.
This is the last kick of the half, I think.
Ref blows the whistle. Tab starts his run up. Up he comes. Yeah, down the middle. Called it. Thought he would. Well done, the skipper. Rangers lead 1-0. Good penalty right down the middle.
Get the goal, no chance there. Perfect penalty. To be fair, for all the criticism Tavernier gets, when the ball's on the spot in a big game, he very rarely misses it. Queen's Park accepted. Yeah, I'm not saying we deserve the lead, but for the last 10 minutes when we've been the better team, and what a perfect time to score.
Just watching the penalty now. He kind of goes a wee bit to the left, fair enough to Dav. I don't know about this credit there. Rangers lead 1-0. We'll enjoy our pie a wee bit better now. Half time it will be as well. 1-0 Rangers. We're back in the second half. There's another VAR review. Nico Raskin looked to have been kind of, I don't know, pushed. Was there a flick to the face? We don't know, Davie. We didn't see it. We just seen Raskin out. Rangers still lead 1-0. It's went to VAR. So we'll see what happens and what happens here with it. Raskin and him are still going. Number 10, yeah. Is that Moutinho? Joe Moutinho? So we don't know what's happened. We do know that Raskin went to the floor.
He gave a foul against Conor
Barron for the. That was a foul and a yellow.
The ball came up near the halfway line and Raskin went in for a tackle with somebody. And I think that whoever it was that he tackled, I presume to number 10,
Alaska
has then reacted. Raskin went down, we saw him going down, but we didn't see what happened to him. I thought at first it was one of these handbags things, but it looks as if VAR's get involved. There must have been some kind of contact. The referee looks a bit unsure of it to me because he's still checking it.
I don't think it's working.
Oh, maybe
I don't think
maybe you fused it. Hold on, referee's now coming onto the pitch, making the sign, pointing to a player, into the back pocket.
Red card.
Here comes the red card, he's off. Well, VAR has certainly worked for us tonight, hasn't it? Top 1-0 up. What, an hour gone?
Raskin needs to keep the head toward Davie.
Raskin's been sailing close to the wind a couple of times. He needs to stay out of the way for the next 10 minutes or two.
Yeah, obviously there's been an altercation. It looked like Raskin went down holding his face. Has he over-egged it? I'm not sure. But VAR certainly decided it's a red card. There is 16 minutes gone. Rangers lead 1-0. Braga have 10 men. We've had a VAR penalty and a VAR red card. Woken the crowd up a wee bit, Davie. Woken us up a wee bit. It's bloody freezing.
I think, to be fair, in the 5 minutes before that, Rangers actually had a couple of chances. They came close to scoring a couple of times.
A good ball in, didn't he? And then Gassama shot.
It looks as if the wind's kind of playing a bit of a part in the game. The ball's holding up towards the Braga goal, and a couple of times we've got in behind them because of it. So we created chances there, and now we're 11 against 11. We hope we would create more with 11 against 10.
They've actually, see from about 35 minutes on when they did create their first chance, they've actually played quite well and they've continued in the second half. I don't remember Braga doing much. Rangers have been okay so far. So let's go and see if they can get something now against 10 men. Rangers do lead 1-0. As I said, 61-62 gone. And yeah, we'll just need to wait and see. Hopefully Rangers can go and press on. As Davie says, we've been okay. Did create a few. There was Danilo's ball across, it was blocked, come out to Gassama's shot, it was a good save. You'd imagine Rangers will dominate possession and they'll try and hit, so let's see if Rangers can use the ball and knock it about, as they've done here to get Gassama down the right hand side. We'll just stick with it just for a wee second. He plays in Raskin to the byline. He's overrun it. It remains 1-0 and it's 11v10. 69 minutes gone, and what a dreadful error by Nasajiga at the back. As we were talking, and we said a couple of minutes ago, I actually think Manny Fernandes looks alright at the back, and my exact words were, not next to Giga. Davie, talk us through that one.
I don't know where to start. It was a simple headed clearance.
He gets caught underneath it and all over the place.
And for some reason he decides to try some kind of diving header and sends it straight to the only Braga player in the box, who was unmarked, and he put it past Butland at the back post for 1-each. An absolute shambles of a goal to give away.
It all comes from that header by Fernandes, which then Butland has to clear it out. It's just a dreadful goal, isn't it? So, just a comedy of errors. Like.
Well, we have been saying off here quite a lot, the two centre halves give us the shakes.
They do.
As you say, the whole thing came from a throw-in because Fernandes was poor with a headed back pass.
What did I say as he was about to do it? Nothing stupid.
Exactly. So we've got the game to win all over again. You've said it to me earlier on, we're a confidence team. Let's see what that does to the confidence of them, because that's a shocker to lose.
Shambolic goal for Rangers to lose. It is one each, and it's 10 men against 11, and that was... I can only describe it as it's kind of like a hopeful ball in, lobbed up. There's one Braga guy. Giga gets caught underneath it, and then he somehow does like a diving header the wrong way round and just heads it straight to him. He doesn't. He just passes it in the corner. Really is dreadful. It's one each, and that is taking the wind out of everybody's sails, because we know how, like, he's all over the place at the back, and a bouncing ball there again. Butland has it. He plays it out to Fernandez. Asgard coming on now. That's great. That'll be 10 each then. I jest. Maybe he'll do something. Long ball by Butland. Danilo's got a wee bit of the ball on the left here. What's he going to do with it? Finds Nico Raskin in the middle. We'll just stick with this. We may as well, just for the banter. Max Aarons is on it. He's going to clip it in the middle. Going to be a corner. We'll have to stick with this now. I know. Me and Davie were worried we weren't going to get enough for a vlog in the first half, but we'll just stick with it. Excuse me, too many of Davie's Tenerife sweets. Take off Giga. We're going to make the sub before half time. It's Danilo.
Substitution for Rangers. Up comes number 19.
So Asgard replaces Danilo. A player that's got it all to prove.
Number 11, Tell Asgard.
Just put it on straight on his head straight away, Tav. Rangers do have the corner. Tav right to the back post, above everybody, put back across, and Giga. It was Fernandez to Giga, and Giga puts it wide. It remains one each. We're at 72. Yeah, we're about to be put out of our misery. I'd love to say, since they went down to 10, the Rangers have just faded away. That goal killed it and killed our performance. I said we're a confidence team. We've been murdered, Davie. Honestly, it's been. We don't create enough. We don't look like scoring, and as soon as it went 1-1, you kind of had that feeling in your stomach that nothing else was going to happen for Rangers, and it's been the case. Unfortunately, as unbelievable as it is, Braga have been the better side going forward and stuff, and that's just not on.
Yeah, since the goal, you wouldn't know which team had 10 men, which team had 11. We had a little bit of a fright, didn't we, when VR decided to check a handball at our end, but this time they decided it wasn't a penalty. We haven't looked like getting the goal back. We've huffed and puffed, really scrappy, a lot of poor first touches. It's just hitting hope a lot of the time. I hate saying it, but we're just not a very good team. We've just not got very many good players. At this level, it's just a struggle. And January can't come fast enough, because this squad is going nowhere.
The amount of times that they've dribbled into positions as well, where like it's silly, and they've just went into like a group of players and stuff like that. They've done it loads of times.
Altercation down at the dugouts.
So yeah, it's been a bit feisty down at the dugouts actually. I'm not sure what's happened there.
That Rowe came out and told them what to sit down, basically.
But yeah, we're 90 minutes on the clock, but it's
almost only a couple of minutes injury time left.
Has Diamante just been sent off? Diamante's just been sent off.
Is he?
Yeah, Diamante's been sent off. That was. No, I've got no idea either. That's a total Kamara moment, you know, in Sky Sports, where he's just literally been sent off.
I mean, they've got a free kick. I did think it was a foul, but I didn't think there was anything else to.
No, I've got no idea. I've got no idea. I missed it as usual. But Diamante has been sent off. There was a clash in the middle of the park. He must have been late. He's been sent off.
Twice he's been sent off.
Yeah, we're 95 minutes in. Braga have a free kick, which they're about to swing in, and it's straight to the back post where they've got a spare man. Drill it across. Asgard leathers it away.
Out you come.
Gassama might get onto this. He's fouled. Gassama does go down far too easy. Like the amount of fouls. He's going to be booked for that as well, the Braga boy. But Rangers put the ball in the box, so they finally do it, try and play it in. But it's cleared out. It's been a struggle, like genuinely. It's 1 each, 10 men each now. I don't really know what we're trying to do here. Big Homa is blocked. It's going to be cleared. This one's going to end 1 each. It hasn't. Oh my God, man! What are we doing? Tav somehow gets out of that one. Giga wide right. What's he going to do? Swings in a great cross. Oh, it's actually out for a corner. Corner kick. This will be the last effort on goal. Rangers, can we actually get a corner that beats the first man, Davie? It's been a right pain in the arse all night.
But aim for Fernandes, surely.
Got to aim for Fernandes. Everybody's back from Braga. Put everybody up, Rangers. Get everybody in the box. Tam swings it in. Played out. Ant-Man misses it. Of course he does. Swings it back into the back post. Raskin's up. Cleared. Full time. 1 each. Dreadful stuff. Really, really lack quality. Rangers just aren't good enough at all. Finishes 1 each. Finishes 10 men each. And yeah, we're just not a good side. That's the best way to describe it. Thanks for watching if you've stopped by for this long. Finishes 1-1.
The Four Lads podcast is sponsored by Rhino Express, Clydeview Joinery, Athol Industrial Solutions Limited, and CSD Air Conditioning, in partnership with Black Rooster and Art of Gold. Thank you for listening to or watching the podcast. We hope you enjoy.